Om Sri Sairam. In this new episode of Pranasakha, we will be presenting the experiences of Brother Vaithilingam. Brother Wei, as he is known to his friends, came to Puttaparthi for his high school education. He went on to do his post-graduation from Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning, and in the year 1992, he joined Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Medical Sciences Prasanthigram under Swami's directive. He currently serves as Senior Manager of the Cardiology Department. Sairam, Brother Wei. We welcome you to this episode of Pranasakha. Brother Wei, your family has been living in Puttaparthi with Swami for the last 35 years or a little more. Tell us, when did it all happen? When did you first see Swami?
Sairam Suresh. It's all Swami's wish. By His grace we arrive, and then by His grace we are continuing to be with Him. As early as 1975, my father was blessed by Swami to be here. Even before that, I just wanted to go back in my memory lane to say that how I saw Swami first. Because father came in 1975. It was just almost a year before that. My father's co-brother was Swami's devotee, and he had come to Parthi also before. And then on one occasion, Sathya Sai Samiti of Neyveli was giving a video show in a public garden, and my co-brother came around as father's co-brother, say Chittappa, Peripa you can call him. He came and then said, there is Swami's video going to be there for 45 minutes, would you like to come? So we went with him to that particular playground come garden kind of place where there's a 16mm video presentation, and just we started watching that. That's the first time I am seeing Swami. Swami in this red robe, thick red, blood red robe with unimaginable the aura of hair around him, and then Swami's darshan combined with a few videos of Swami's Lingodbhavam and Swami doing manifestation of Vibhuti Abhishekam to Shirdi Baba statue. Few of those nice videos were there one after another, and then it was quite a nice. That time it was not like a spiritual experience or something which we are exposed to new. That's it, nothing more. And on the way back home, he was explaining about him. He is a person with lot of power. Whatever that as a little boys, children we could understand, he was trying to explain to us. And then we went back home. That was in 1974, if I'm not wrong. And then within a year or so, there was so many events happened. Father got promoted from Neyveli, he went to Cochin. From there again, he had a good fortune of coming to Puttaparthi alone that time. That was the first time he came, first time with his friends to Puttaparthi. And then he had his own share of going with people to. Handful of people used to be there, sands around that Prashanthi Mandir. And then a few people used to be there. Swami used to call first interview, second interview, like that goes on till bhajan starts at a bit late in the morning. And then he had his own good fortune of going with group interview and Swami talking to him, creating a candy and giving it to him. It went on. Then for whatever reason, he was inspired by him, and then probably his own self motivation to be with Swami, he decided to quit the job where he was working as a manager of a private concern. Then he came back to place where we are all there, then took us back to my grandparents' house, left us there, and he said, I'll go back to Parthi and then come. That was so. Almost a year later, he confirms to us, to my mother and my mother's parents, that he decided to settle in Puttaparthi with Swami's permission. Almost a month or two, he didn't get into any conversation with Swami because chances were not as he wished. He kept him under some kind of a testing period or what, 1 month, 1.5 months. He couldn't kind of convey to Swami that he wants to be there only. But apart from darshan time, he didn't have much to do. So he used to go and serve wherever there's some work regarding Swami's Mandir, Swami's organization related work. It's a small growth that's happening in Puttaparthi. So he used to go and just participate wherever there's a work. He was like a mason's chittal, they used to call the person who's helping the mason to construct the building around Prasanthi Nilayam. South Prasanthi construction going on, he was there to help that person. During West Prasanthi, East Prasanthi, all those constructions are going on, he was there always to kind of participate in Swami's work. And one such occasion, he was doing a similar assisting job to a masonry chief who is there in Gokulam. He is doing a construction of Gokulam sheds. So Swami arrives in, as the work is going on, Swami comes by his Benz car. As Swami arrived, he was just going through the construction site and looking at the cows and Gokulam, what all happening, he was just going through. And then as he came to my father and looked at him, and I said, "Em chestunavu?" Like by the time Swami was conversing in Telugu with him, that it was like initially it was Tamil interview time, Swami used to talk to Tamil and all. Then as the father picked up Telugu, Swami started conversing in Telugu. And then he said, "Swami, I want to be here only." Intamundu em chestunavu? So Swami, I was a manager in a private. మేనేజర్స్కి అంతా ఇక్కడ పని లేదే, ఇక్కడ ఎట్లా మేనేజర్స్కి ఇక్కడ ఎట్లా పని ఇచ్చేసి ఇంకేమి తెలుసు, వాట్ మోర్ డూ యూ నో, జస్ట్ వాట్ మోర్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఆర్ క్వాలిఫైడ్ ఫర్. దెన్ ఫాదర్ హ్యాడ్ అ ప్రెసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ మైండ్ టు సే, స్వామి, మై ఎలెక్టివ్ సబ్జెక్ట్ వాజ్ ఇన్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఇన్ మై PUC, సో ఐ నో లిటిల్ బిట్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ వర్క్. అట్లంటే ఎలక్ట్రికల్ పని చేసుకుని ఉండు. Swami almost like made his appointment on that day. I said, Swami said, go ahead and work as an electrician in ashram. That is the first appointment as an electrician in ashram, 1975 for father. And then of course the officials those days was Mr. Kudumburao and Mr. Chiranjirao. Both were also informed by Swami, instructed by Swami to take him in. And then that was not the end of it all. Just that's the most memorable moment, a starting point, my father to be in Parthi, start his new life in Parthi under his guidance. And it's going to be none of us anticipated that's going to be a turning point, or almost like where we have reached the destination, you can call it. Swami called Mr. Radhakrishna and said, take a picture of us. Then he came out with a camera which is a Polaroid camera. Those days it's a new 1975. That's the first camera probably coming to Parthi. And then Swami made him take a picture of me, father and himself. And then picture came out from the camera itself, and then Swami gifted him. And then that's the beginning. Of course, later on my father informed the family, my mother, myself, and couple of the sisters and brother, younger brother, all were there in Tamil Nadu under grandparents' care. And a year later, Swami told my father to bring mother also to Parthi. Mother and brother came. Brother was hardly, probably a 3.5 to 4-year-old boy, and I was studying there, so I was asked to stay back.
It's really wonderful to know from each one how Swami brings them into his fold, how he guides them and shapes their lives. Brother Vaithi, when did you come to Puttaparthi first?
Yeah, it's still fresh in my memory. Anytime when I'm asked about it, it just comes like as if it has happened yesterday. Even though my parents were here from 1976, father 75, mother came a year later to Parthi and settled. They were coming to see us in Tamil Nadu, but we couldn't have a chance to come here. Myself, my sister, or younger brother. Of course, younger brother had come before. Others, we came one by one. Like in the year 1982, that was my 9th standard. I was just continuing my schooling in Tamil Nadu under my grandparents' care. 82, my grandmother had a very strong urge to come to Parthi. Grandmother is my mother's mother, and it's 82 summer, so Swami had left for Ooty, I think, if I'm not wrong. Even though I couldn't meet Swami personally, I could see Swami's place where Swami's Bhajan Mandir, all the places. And there was a time when during that 82, I even had all my free time serving in South Indian canteen, serving food, whatever water, what all that I can do in South Indian canteen. Me and another Tamilian boy whose grandmother is still staying in Parthi, Sharadamma. We both were friends, running around early morning, Nagar Singhitan onwards, 108 Pradakshina to Ganesha, go for serving in canteen. And we spent summer like that together. And then, so that kind of experience which we had during 1982 gave me a push to think about, at least come back to Parthi. As a summer vacation of my 10th standard, I just took permission from my grandfather that I would like go to stay with my parents for the summer. Father also agreed, and then they said, okay, if you can manage to go alone, you carry on. And then again found that Swami is in Brindavan, not in Parthi. Spent some time with my father and doing the same thing of serving in canteen, attending Nagar Singhitan, bhajans, kept spending some time. And this is the time when father one day calls me, and he comes home, of course. He comes home, casually says that tomorrow I have a duty to go for a purchase of items for ashram. And then father said, I'm going to Bangalore, would you like to come with me? Predestined, like Swami wanted that. I said okay, I was excited about the trip. Bangalore city, even though I just passed by the Bangalore city, there are so many places to see. I thought it's like a sightseeing. From my point of view, it's like a sightseeing to go for Bangalore. Going towards Bangalore, there was a conversation leading to decision that we should go through Whitefield so that we can have early morning darshan before we go to city for purchase. Timing was perfect. So then we took a detour to Whitefield. It was the day when Swami had decided to have Bhumi Puja for the Trai Vrindavan. As we went in, there's a lot of activities going on. Swami's bhajans going on. Swami is in the middle of the crowd. Puja is going on one side, and then Swami is moving with in the middle of the crowd. And Swami comes as he glides to the crowd where I was standing with my father, with Mr. Chand. Swami came, looked at me eye to eye, straight, as if it was something which we'll never forget in life. And no words were spoken, and still there was some kind of happiness which was going on in all our hearts. Went to city, and lucky enough, we were returning back at around 6:15. Again, it was nice of Mr. Chand to agree that let's go to Whitefield and then go to Puttaparthi. And Swami just finished, Arati was going on. Swami received Arati and got into the car. And then that is the time we are entering the main gate. So it is too short a time to run and have darshan that far. So it was decided that let's quickly park the vehicle aside, stand on the side of that road, which is leading to the main road out. Swami goes out and goes to Rajmata's building. So Swami saw us, and then as he was passing by, he just waved at us, Abhay Hasta. All of us were just bending and then taking that extra darshan we got that evening. And then we are happy that it's just good to get an Abhay Hasta from Swami. And then as the car moved, it didn't make an exit out of the gate. Car stopped, and Swami asked the car to be reversed where we are standing. Then he looked at me, enna pannikondirikkinga, in a chase Tamil, which is like surprise for me. I never expected Swami to speak in Tamil. My understanding is Swami knows only Telugu. Then it was never tutored to me, nor I planned it to say that way. It came spontaneously. Then I said, Swami, 10th முடிச்சுட்டு வந்திருக்கேன், இதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன செய்யறது நீங்கள் தான் சொல்லணும். I finished my 10th standard and come. After this, what I should do, I need Swami's guidance. So it was, I don't know, it's disdain by way we have to say something. If you remember, you must be familiar, in Kanda Sashti there is one saying, one sentence, Unnarulale Unthiruvadi Adendhen. So it's one statement which is very apt at that moment. With your grace, I reached your feet. That's something. And Swami also was like waiting for this kind of answer from me. Swami said very clearly, there is no confusion, no I can say ambiguity about what instruction I got from Swami that moment. Very clearly, in very soft, slow Tamil sentence, it was like, இங்கேயே இருங்க அப்பா கூடயே இருங்க எல்லாம் நான் பார்த்துக்கிறேன் இங்கேயே இருங்க அப்பா கூடயே இருங்க எல்லாம் நான் பார்த்துக்கிறேன். This is a very clear statement which comes out of Swami's divine sankalpa. And then it means you be with your father, you stay here, be with your father, I will take care of everything. Again, if you just keep on rewinding and looking into it, very wonderful day of my life, I can say, one which I'll never forget. Even the same day I could see Swami, have Namaskar, converse with him one-to-one, and end of it all, one major decision regarding my life has been taken that moment. And that it is never, that moment it never dawned on my head that it's something which is Vajra Sankalpa against all odds. Of course, the things which is going to follow, it's of course, it's purely against all odds that I could reach that stage where he decided. That moment it was something which is precious, it will never be forgotten. And then as he reversed his car and probably has reversed my fate also. This was close to probably I think in the month of May. If I'm not wrong, Trai Brindavan's Bhumi Puja was in the month of May, and next month is the reopening of the schools in Puttaparthi, Prasanthi Nilayam. And I went back, and this time with no hesitation, even though I was from Tamil medium background, studies wise, 10th standard I completed purely on Tamil medium background. So taking Swami's instruction as the final word, my father said, you just fill the application, give it, and then wait for Swami to give you the further instruction. So we went and got the application and filled it with, of course, my father helped me. Time went, and then application promptly got rejected based on the rules and regulations which governs that particular admission process. And then I was just waiting, doing whatever normally I used to carry forward. And then Swami reached back from Brindavan. Swami was there, and then that is the starting point of my attempting to give a letter every day. Swami used to take every day, even if twice a day also, if I had letter, Swami used to take it from me. I used to write in Tamil only, I didn't know how to write in English. I used to write every day one letter. Father's instruction was very clear that keep on showing your face to Swami. That's what you should do. Swami will decide when he wants to. Keep showing your face to Swami. He had enough experience of how to get into, you can say, how keep waiting for Swami to give his attention. He had his share of past where so that guidance was enough for me that I just go for morning and evening darshan apart from attending Nagar Sankirtan. Be there, make sure that not a single chance is missed when I can attempt to give a letter or be there in front of him. And then always he used to look at me, even if I had to pass on a book or a letter from behind and give it to Swami, somebody who can't reach Swami from the third or fourth row. Swami used to take it from me for them, and I had even given a book of his law for someone to get it signed by Swami. Swami used to autograph, give it to me, and then I'll pass it on. That much was going on in Mandir Darshan, Bhajans, and there's not a word uttered by Swami about my admission into school, which is already decided by authorities that I am not qualified. It goes on, and then it's coming close to month of June, school reopened. Already academic session of 11th standard already started, commenced probably a week or 10 days over. And then my scope of getting into my studies further studies in Tamil Nadu, 11th standard. Also is coming to close. Deadline is around, I think, 12th. I have to report back to my old school if I want to continue my 11th standard there. That is the point when I need some guidance from Swami. That some sense of urgency was going on, but all the same, if I am not qualified enough to go into it, what more? Swami has to decide. Father said, okay, see, you have waited this long, and Swami has also looked at you and he has not said anything. So probably he wants you to come and join again whenever he wants. So what you do, he gave me the money for the bus travel, and he told me, lock the door. When bhajans get over, you lock the door and you carry on. I'm going to the grounds. I have some work. And then if Swami asks me anything, I'll let you know. This was the instruction given to me that morning. Already Swami had taken one letter during darshan. And then I went and sat for bhajans, and I was near that neem tree, fag end of the darshan ground. There's a neem tree. Below that is less crowd. Usually that corner, you know what happens, wheelchairs used to be there. There's less crowd. But there I was sitting. Swami came during the bhajan, came out full round, came and stood in front of me and looked at me, waved his hand, and then he didn't say anything. And then went for bhajan hall, went into bhajan hall. So Aarti got over. As per instruction from Father, I took my luggage and locking the door. It was a number lock, so you don't have to hand over a key to anybody or anything. Just put the number lock and come out, turn and see there's one Mr. Chari. He was one of those second line of drivers for Swami, apart from Mr. Radhakrishna. So that Mr. Chari was standing just at the doorstep. As it turned, I locked and turned, he was there behind me. And then he said in a hurry, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to Tamil Nadu. No, just drop your luggage, lock the house, come with me immediately. I was kind of puzzled why he's come immediately. He didn't even complete. He was in a hurry because he climbed over a staircase, flight of staircase, and came to that place. He was kind of breathing heavily, and then he was just not completing his statement, except I could understand in Tamil he was saying, come with me immediately. Then he just threw the luggage inside the house, locked it again, ran behind him without knowing what exactly is happening. I was not comprehending what's happening. I just have to run behind him. That's all I could understand. So I just go right at the corner of Ganesh temple. Mr. Chirinjara, one of Swami's close aide, who was almost like managing the ashram as per Swami's instruction. Two senior people were there, Mr. Kudumbarao and Mr. Chirinjara. Mr. Chirinjara was standing at the corner of the Ganesh temple. And all these days I have been introduced to him many times in the past, because Father used to introduce him to me, and then he used to talk to me in Tamil only. That moment he started talking to me in English only. A few questions he asked about what I have done and all that, and he kept calling me, come, we'll go. We have to. Swami has told me to put you in school before Raukalam starts. So as we walked, there was a car waiting outside Ganesh temple. Those days, security, apart from Sevadals, one individual who was Mr. Kumar, bachelor, who was staying near the Gopuram. There used to be a small house, bachelor staying alone, and he was the security only security of the ashram, and he used to do all other hard work also for the ashram. And then Mr. Kumar was ready with the car waiting outside the Ganesh gate. We hurriedly got into the car. Myself, Mr. Chirinjara, back seat, front seat was empty, and then we are moving towards school. So it was a big kind of I still had to understand what's happening as we are moving. And he was saying, see, Swami has told me to put you into school before Raukalam. The car took a drive till that back entry of that higher secondary school. And then as you got down, straight away the principal's room is the next first room. Principal, Mr. Habu, I just wanted to go back a little bit. Mr. Habu, who has become the principal of the higher secondary school, was just few months back probably. Even as I was having my first chance to converse with Swami near that entrance of the Trai Brindavan gate, right behind us there is a printing press and publication, books and publication sales counter, you can say, small one. he was taking care of that moment. While I had opportunity to first time speak to Swami, Mr. Habu was a witness there. He was there as a person who is retired from army or navy, I'm not very sure. He was doing service there, in fact. He was serving in a humble capacity there, and Swami had guided him to go and take over as a principal of the higher secondary school during that short period of whatever time, May month to June, before we came to Bharti, before Swami came to Bharti. So Mr. Habu was there to listen to Mr. Chinjira about what instruction he got about my joining the school. Mr. Sri was the another person, assistant principal, and then both were there. I was called inside, and then Mr. Habu straight away asked me in English. We came to know that as per Swami's instruction, you are supposed to be inducted into school. We looked at your application. Why did you apply for? Initially, they were trying to understand whether I'm able to converse. So I'll try, sir. This is the only word I was trying to say in between. I'll try my best, sir. I will do, sir. Some little bit monosyllables or just few words which I'm trying to put together and converse with them. And as it was going on, and Mr. Habu asked me, why did you apply for BPC, biology, physics and chemistry, instead of that you could have gone for a much simpler option of commerce, where you don't have too much practical studies and all. Then is there any specific reason why you went for BPC? When I put BPC on my application, I even thought of becoming a doctor or getting into a mainstream of medical practice or anywhere. So when he asked what prompted me, I don't know. I said, this is a statement I made. Sir, after finishing my BPC 12th, I want to study for doctor. I said this way, study for doctor. I didn't even say I want to pursue my medical studies or something. I want to study for doctor and become a doctor in Swami's hospital. So this is a statement I made inadvertently, or it's destined by Swami's Sankalpa. That was a statement I made in front of such a senior people sitting in front of me. And then he immediately, oh, you have such a noble aim in your life. See, whatever may be, you'll have to prove yourself in your studies. Then only we can go forward. This much was very clear instruction from Mr. Abu and Mr. Sri. And then he said, this is time getting closer to Rahukalam, before Rahukalam starts. Of course, it was not told that much. It was the intention with which he was hurried up was that to, and I was in a colored dress. Imagine, I was in a light green shirt and light green pant, and then where we traveled to Tamil Nadu from. No idea of white and white and all those days properly, and then I just went and sat. I was escorted by one of the staff in the admin. I was taken to the classroom where it was a common class. I still remember it was an English class where all stream of BPC, MPC and commerce boys are all sitting in a common larger room. Mr. Ramon sir was there as a class teacher. He was there to conduct this English class. I was introduced quickly and made to sit there. That is the starting point, with a lot of apprehension. Of course, with a faith in Swami that Swami is taking care of it. That push with which if he has put me into that, definitely that's going to propel me further.